And we're back. What's up, everybody? It's been a minute. Hello, Jay. Hopefully you're still there. I'm not sure. Hope everything's going well on your end. I hope everything's going well on everyone's end. Yeah, happy 4th of July. It's been a rough past couple days, from a night shift to a double to a morning shift. Not much sleep. Not much time to be alive. But we're back. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea how badly I've been wanting to draw over the past couple of days, especially when we announce that I've been wanting to finish lesson 4. And we want to like hammer out stuff, and then yeah. So I'm tired as we speak. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I am tired. So I've said in the past streams, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm not going to talk much. And then there's have been some of my most yappative streams. What's up, Delano? We're tired. We're surviving though. Hope all is well on your end. I've heard on Delano's side that there's been quite a bit of work. But Delano did get to hang out with some friends recently. A bit of a break, so hopefully that was relaxing on his part. Delano also was very kind the other day. Bought me a game that probably isn't good for my health. It's called Balatro. It is a gambling. I mean, it's not gambling in the sense of like gambling with real money, but it is essentially like a betting. I don't even know entirely, and I want to like keep it a surprise until I actually play the game. Now you're like Kavel. Delano bought you a game and you haven't played it yet. I'm like, no, because I also have been wanting to prepare to draw for Italy. And so because of that, I purchased a small course, a $10 video, practically an hour-long video from Ruben Lara. I've talked about Ruben Lara before on the channel before, a guy who kind of does what I want to do, I aspire to do. He's inspired me a lot, to make websites and stuff to help people, give people tools for drawing, for free. And, he has a completely free, it's rubenlara.com/skull. I'll actually put that in chat right now here, right? rubenlara.com/skull. Ruben Lara. Let me just try to get that because I spelled it wrong. .com/skull. It takes a second to load. Here is it, and I've been learning how to draw the skull recently. Oh my goodness. And actually, yeah, here we'll pop over here. Yeah. So what I have been learning is it's uncanny. I'm gonna warn you guys. But it is a fun little. I'm trying to break down the skeleton. I want to understand the skeleton before I do any of the other features. But I really like it more than the Loomis method because the Loomis method doesn't feel really too grounded in perspective. It's wonderful. I like it. But I feel like the box method that Laura talks about, albeit a bit awkward and clunky to get used to at first, I think gives me more of a stable grounding. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry to hear, Delano. Yeah, summertime is just crazy. But hey, we're alive. We're here. And what a better time to chill out and draw for a tiny bit. Hopefully you can, Delano. Hopefully I'm not distracting you. Yeah, so it's a bit uncanny. It's a bit awkward. This is literally my first attempt at it. I got it today, right? I was doing that before stream, so I'm already a tiny bit warmed up. Yeah, we do almost. Oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about it. Thank you for reminding me, Jay. We almost have 100 subscribers, everybody. It's like literally the other day. I think it was last night. I was taking a 10-minute break before the rest of my shift. And I looked at my phone. I was like, okay, let's see, if there's any comments. And there was one very, very kind comment. On the lesson 2 video. Thank you. Oh my gosh, let's get this person's name because I want to shout them out. They wrote a long comment explaining how they're thankful that textures, I said textures are hard, which they are. No one confused, right? Textures are difficult. Oh wait, why won't it let me look at it? I have to actually click on the video. I have to hear my annoying voice. But Mr. Awful, I believe, and GINGR Gingernut, is that is that actually the name? No, please don't. Let's I don't want to like ask anybody to sub or like force anyone, because it's arbitrary, right? Let's 100 is 100 just as 99 is 99, right? But I'm very, very appreciative of every person who's chosen to subscribe of their free will. And I appreciate the enthusiasm, Jay. But yeah, everyone who's supported and liked the videos, you don't have to do that, and I just hope you guys can join the stream. If not join the stream, spend an hour a day doing something that you love, because that's what we're here for, right? And today we're here to finish. Oh, and there goes my internet. Yikes. Oh, well, everyone in the VOD could watch this later, I guess. Ooh, yikes. I'll text Delano, at least. Let him know that I know that me win internet. There we go, cool. Unfortunate. Hopefully our internet will pick back up in a second. Yikes, everything's yelling at me. Whoa. Yeah, the 100th subscriber just knocked out my internet. We're gonna set our 10-minute timer. I've learned to not let the internet outages affect me. Okay, hopefully we're back a tiny bit. Yep. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure with like how I'm gonna do collabs or stuff like that. Jay, and of course, like, please, I'd love to see like any like art station or like a portfolio. I think that'd be awesome. I would even be cool like talking about it on stream if you sent me one. I always love looking at people's art. We've looked at from Delano to Rises. And I don't want to be invasive, of course. So all in your own time, right? But you know, oh, I accidentally started the timer without even pulling out my stuff. And also shout out, I'm listening to end credits once again on the side. End credits, I never knew put some Ennio Morricone. Morricone? I don't know. Is it French, right? No. Yes, French, I believe. Ennio Morricone, I actually absolutely love. He's one of my favorite composers of all time. And it's Cinema Paradiso. Or Paradiso. I'm used to Paradiso because of Dante. But regardless. Yeah, so once again, everybody, thank you. You don't have to subscribe. You choose to. So join me as we march forward. We're gonna do some cool stuff for the remainder of this summer. I can't make any promises for when the school year starts up, video-wise or content-wise. In the winter, I plan on having a video on maybe lesson 3, lesson 4. And I'm hopefully like, oh yeah, Delano and I kind of like pseudo celebrated our first year, or my first year of Drawbox, like when we first like became friends over the 250 box challenge and lesson 1 and all that. And so to one more year of Drawbox, I think in the next year, we will definitely be able to complete it. And not like 2024, but by next summer. And it's not about completing Drawbox, right? It's about learning from Drawbox. I believe the amazing TAs at Drawbox will hold us to that. Also, one person I've shouted out before on the Drawbox Discord is Mickey. Mickey, like, I don't know why, but like I saw Mickey's lesson 2. I was like, oh, you know, like in lesson 2 with me and stuff. No, Mickey's crazy good. Mickey is like, that's the kind of like weird dichotomy you experience in lesson 2. It's like everyone's a beginner, yet at the same time, you could have a lesson 1 person from who's had like 20 years of art experience, and it's not that they fly through it, but they're doing Drawbox to hone their skills to re-go over the fundamentals. And shout out to Dio. Oh my gosh, of course. But yeah, Mickey recently got promoted to I think a verified TA that does lesson 1 submissions, which is so awesome. Congrats to Mickey. And then of course Dio. Dio is the lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5 GOAT. I think maybe mainly lesson 4 and 5, and maybe the later lessons as well. She's notorious. You can't. I believe she, right? Yes, I think. I've been told by Rise. But yeah, shout out to Dio. It's weird because I associate like Dio with Dio from JoJo. I mean, that's her profile picture, so. But yeah. Absolutely awesome stuff. Hi. You know, and so yeah, this is one, actually, yeah. Whoa, guys. We only have a week of streaming left. Oh wait, no, that's Sunday. Because not next Monday, but the Monday after that, the 15th, I go to Italy. No, we have like almost a week left of streaming, and then I'm gonna be gone for a bit. Only like 2 weeks. But that's a lot. I don't like that. I'm gonna miss you guys, I'm gonna be honest. I really enjoy streaming every night. Like it sounds cliche, but it's literally the highlight of most of my days. Not that my days suck, but I enjoy being here and doing art so much. And I'll still be doing art in Italy, but it won't be the same without you guys. Oh shoot, I didn't really line that up. Oh, okay, that was okay. And I'm so hyped. Oh, and there. Oh, okay, I thought my camera froze. Oof. Yeah, no. Oh man. But yeah, like literally over the past couple days, from July 4th. To me, like the only time I got to look at fireworks was when I was taking trash outside. I just wanted to draw so bad and work on lesson 4, and of course as I'm lamenting about this, Ennio Morricone, like a major part of the piece is playing. I feel so dramatic and emotional, but yeah. And I want to make I bought some special recording equipment. Not anything crazy, just like an ND filter. I was thinking of getting an anamorphic lens. Shoot, guys, should I buy an anamorphic lens? I am getting a pay bonus for working not only July 4th, but working a double on July 4th. And I got, oh yeah, I got nominated for Employee of the Month. So maybe we'll, I don't know if there's a monetary incentive there. And it's only a nomination. Most people don't know about me in the company, so I would doubt any votes. But anyways, I could get an anamorphic lens. What an anamorphic lens does, oh shoot, oof, is it is whenever you see the black bars, that weird aspect ratio that makes everything more cinematic and very, very high field of view. That's what a anamorphic lens practically is, in, you know, very short terms. I got the ND filter because iPhones don't really have a good, like, capture rate, I guess the best way to put it. It looks very choppy, it looks very gross, but and like in turning down the exposure via ND filter, and then I'm getting a special app on my phone for recording like that. I recorded a lot in Portugal too, but it was when I was planning to make a video involving my face, and I'm not sure when I'm going to do a face reveal here, and I don't think you guys will really care too much about my Portugal trip. But I'm mainly filming for B-roll footage and just to capture the moment with all that I'm doing over there. Now, if you guys have any points you would like me to stop at in Italy, please let me know. I can't promise to bring anything back for you guys, but I'll try. Now, I do need to go still. Okay, gotta go. Hopefully see you soon, Mr. J. Mr. J, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's a habit I picked up from my dad. Oh, wait, you did? Yes, I completely, yeah, I looked the other day and I couldn't find anything, but maybe it was just taking a bit to upload. I'll check that out right after stream. I'm super excited. Thank you so much. Once again, you did not have to do that, Jay. And you choose to, so thank you so much. Very kind. Let's do some sausage forms. Let's get really warmed up. It's been a bit, right? I have been drawing, I've been sketching at work. Nothing major, right? Just doing boxes and spheres and rough, like... rough sketches of random things in the kitchen. I'll be right back, actually. Also, in the midst of my very long work hours, regrettably, right? My mom went shopping for me for clothes for Italy, and oh my gosh, I may be looking fancy, guys. I'm excited. Oh my gosh, that was the worst lips I've ever done. Yeah, no, she did a great job, and I'm super excited. My mom picked out my clothes. I think she did that because she knows I backpack, and I'm not for taking fancy clothes. I don't really need to, right? Obviously, I'll bring things to be respectful of the culture in Italy, and the dressing style and all that, but I really appreciate her going out of her time to make sure if I'm traveling with her, I'm traveling in style. Oh, my ears keep popping recently. I have no idea why. Not my best ellipses today, but let's keep going. Also, I'm debating whether we just restart on our Beetle or not, because it's been a bit. I'm happy with the construction we've done, but I did want it to be larger. We'll see with fresh eyes, right? And we can check our little review book too for a refresher. Also, I think I had a pretty good revelation after stream about something that I want to talk about, so even though no one may be here, I'm not sure. Please feel free to remind me about that. Even though I'm hopefully capable of doing that myself. I don't want to like ask chat, hey, chat, remind me. Mean streamer can't keep own thought. Speaking of mean streamers, I need to watch Germa's Elden Ring DLC streams. I heard that Germa bites people in real life. Whenever he's like, oh, I'm a Twitch sub, dude, I've been watching for like 11 years. Like, oh my gosh, your entire channel. And then he bites them viciously. I'm not sure who I'd collab with because that's like a difficult logistic and choice thing, but Germa's welcome anytime. Get Germa on here. Just Germa's like profile picture, like right in the top right corner where I usually put my reference. Maybe we should draw Germa one day to practice faces. Maybe we should just draw Germa because Ruben Lara did recommend like getting one person character thing that like, or person, you know, these are humans, right? That like you were really comfortable with the proportions of them and stuff, and like draw a bunch. So that's kind of your go-to like experimenter one. Not obsess over it, not have like, I think he called it like the clone white guy, or like because many people constantly use like white males as their references, they just only knowing how to draw those proportions or gravitating towards those instead of varied characters. And yeah, Germa would be a poor choice if you're trying to avoid that, or not trying to avoid that, yeah. But still, I think there's like so many funny actually, yeah, we could just start like doing references or studies of Germa's like edited faces. From like, oh geez, wow, I need to ghost a lot more. From like the goblin edits of Germa to like the very like, what's it called? Like the Zexy ones? I can't remember what he calls it. I'm thinking of Zenus. Sorry. Germa, you are the reason I've survived all my programming projects. Such a shame that he retired, but it was his choice and he's making awesome stuff now. So I'm glad to see it. And I'm so glad he's streaming for like fun. You put me on, hey! Yeah, there's Germa. I remember like being into Germa and then watching One Piece and having Germa. Was it 66, right? Crazy. There's like, they pronounce it like Jerema, I think. Not the best warm-up today, I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Okay. That's the best warm-up. I'm not sure if I just said this. I was kind of in my head. I don't know if I was talking in real life or not. I know that's a weird thing, but it happens like so much when I'm streaming. And I completely forgot what I was about to say. Dang it. I'm trying to like rewind. Oh yeah, I feel like whenever I'm doing chest days, I have worse like warm-ups and like my ellipses are worst. Today was a chest day. Or I just swapped because I was working last night. I was doing a double and there's no way I was going to the gym after that. So I just like moved my week down a bit. Anyways. So yeah. Oh yeah. Also, yeah. I should explain. I'm not sure if you can see it. I have some blistering right here and on my lower arm. had a pizza, like a scolding pizza lamp fall on me right here. And then a waffle iron press happened down here. When I was serving a kid some waffles, and I was like reaching over and like I had to not flinch because I didn't want to like scare the kid or anything. Yeah, so we're trying to be mindful of where we're putting our arm on the desk today. And then this, yeah, just carrying boxes. This, I was opening a tomato can at work, or salsa can of salsa, and I was like not paying attention. I opened it and it was one of those such a clean cut that you don't even feel it. And then I realized I was bleeding into the salsa, so we had to throw it all away, and I was so upset. And I was like, oh. And I had to sit there like putting pressure on it for like 15 minutes. Oh, not a good string of days, but we've learned some lessons, haven't we? I think it's gonna scar sadly too, which is making me so upset. Thankfully, I don't really use tripod grip that much. I don't think. Yeah, actually, no, I do. That is kind of like, yeah, I go like this. Still putting kind of pressure on it, but whatever. I have a little scar right here, but that's from a cat. So now we have this from salsa. What else can we get? Cat, salsa, Germa. Tell me, man. I had no experience. No, okay. Cool. So we're gonna look at our Beetle we did the other day. We were doing lesson 4's construction of bugs, and that bug being the Japanese beetle. And yeah, we made some great discoveries. We're actually going to open up our review journal as well, just to kind of look at what we were talking about last, and all as well. See, I don't think this is actually terrible at all. Line work isn't the best, and that was a bit of an error over there, which I'm fine with, but it's also just super small. So I kind of do want to redo it. And if not, like literally the moment we're like, okay, this is dumb, we're switching back here, it's fine, whatever. Like, this isn't out of perfection, but rather I just would like it bigger. Because if we go over to our review journal over here, let's actually find her away. I have like a stack of boxes over here. Maybe I could turn it into a table, because like I have like an L-shaped desk back at my apartment, and like computer over here, drawing over here, but now it's just all in one space. I have to like move my mouse pad and keyboard and stuff. Anyways. So, over here, we had our Japanese beetle, which was 2 days ago. Yikes, 3 days ago. What? Wait, we haven't oh wait, no, because including today. I'm dumb, sorry. But yeah, intersections define spatial relationships, yes, because we didn't think about how we define our intersection, or like, we defined our intersection and then didn't think about how that affect the positioning of everything, because once you define an intersection, you lock in a relationship between two objects. Overthinking leads to bad penmanship. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of a leap of faith, but you have to ghost, not too much, not too little, put it on the page. It's a balance, right? Yeah, submit to intuition at that point. Construction takes precedence over reference. Remember, we're putting objects on the page. We're not trying to copy every line. That's kind of how this happened over here, which is still actually, in hindsight, isn't that bad, but it's noticeably incorrect because it would just be like going down there. And then draw larger, gives more room to work with despite proportions spilling out of the page. Yeah, and because when you have more room to work with, you can bin more things, you can recognize more stuff. That's why on my head I was working over here, I was kind of reluctant to do the smaller ones. And why I kind of like the A5 paper style of learning, because you have so much room to work with. So if you can go A5 or bigger, please do when learning. That's definitely appearing in the lesson 3, lesson 4 video. And I'm combining them because a lot of the same ideas. Yeah, so we're going to keep these safe over here. We're going to pull out a fresh piece of paper. We're going to open PureRef because I forgot to. And we're going to lock in and do some good practice, huh? Nice. Bent the page a bit. That's upsetting. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, was that when, I think, was it the stream where I like hit it against my tripod, or my mount for my camera? Yeah, I told you guys I was tired and now I'm yapping a lot. Ugh. Anyways. I've been thinking about investing in a 4K camera, but those are expensive as well, so we'll see. Anyways, time for our obligatory water break. Please drink water, everybody. 3, 2, if I was German, I'd be like 3, 2, 1 sip. I feel like, sorry, I'm in a very German mood. I haven't watched them in a couple days. Anyways, Germa core, Germa head. Boom. Is this a new emoticon again? Wait. Oh, Emily Mosari? It's beautiful, whatever it is. The intro to it. The like very stringy piano with humming. Gives me Morricone vibes. I apologize. Open up my sparkling water. I lied, I'm drinking sparkling water instead of just water. I told you guys I'd only take on sponsors that I've used and can attest to, but a sparkling water company comes my way, I'm sorry, I'm selling out. Then again, you can't really go wrong with sparkling water. It's mainly like a price thing, right? Anyways. Cool. So, let's open up Pure Ref here and start talking about our Beetle. For those who don't like looking at bugs, please look away. I don't want to subject you to that, but I'd say this Beetle is actually somewhat interesting. It's a little goofball, little guy. You know, the little arms raising up in the air, like wee. Anyways, let's do some of that. Bam. Okay, 3, 2, 1. If you don't like bugs, click away. Bam. Look at the little guy. He's adorable. So yeah, we separated him into 3 forms. A more spherical form right here. A organic form, which we need to talk about. I remembered, like I said earlier. And then we have our plates that we wanted to, our additive forms that we want to add to it are 3 plates. Technically 2 separate ones over here, but I'm joining it into one mesh, right? And then our eyes, can't forget that. And then over here, we did some negative shapes. Now, I actually have to open up Drawbox for this. That last form, the form in the back, let's look at it again. Actually, we may take a moment just to look at all this here. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. What am I? Okay, okay, cool. We're gonna go to lesson 4. Miscellaneous demos or informal demos. And we're gonna go all the way to the Beetle construction because we have something very important we need to look at. And I literally saw this while just browsing because I was like a bit upset with the form, how the form turned out. Yeah, this was our like obsessive attempt over here. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Cool. So yeah, over here is what Uncomfy has posted. If you want to see this in greater detail with greater explanation, please go look at drawbox.com/lesson4/7. So basically what this is it's someone's Beetle demo, which looks pretty good. And it's kind of interesting how we have 2 different points of it in the process from this to textured. But yeah, this is called the rotation of form, right? Because our contour line, if this one's going like this, then this one needs to go over here. That kind of leans not only into our little discussion about intersections defining spatial relationships, kind of like defined here. But look at this contour. Actually, Uncomfy didn't really draw through the form, which is a bit of an issue. But anyways, or issue on his part, it's more of on our part, right? Anyways, because this is like older demos, so I'm not too sure about the rules. Anyways, this is good. These forms are great. We have a great defined intersection right here. But what I really like is Uncomfy didn't just do a sphere right here. Or this is a sausage form, but it has a contour or a silhouette over here that's much different. Because these are organic forms. We're expected to use organic forms to estimate our little guy. And the most basic organic forms, I guess you could say, are spheres, right? But sausage forms, or we get a bit creative with the surface, which we describe via silhouettes and contour lines. Why we have this contour line going like this and the silhouette describing its very almost square, like polygonal surface. And then Uncomfy just kind of elaborates with that, right? With this texture down here. So yeah, textures can also follow the contour of that. If there's a bit more round, we'd see it disappear a lot more this way, right? But no, he leans into the fact that this is straight, I guess the best way to put it. And there you have this round part right here. And while our little guy is a bit more round, I'd say, we definitely still have this straight edge right here, which is very important to capitalize on. So yeah, we're gonna do it again. Larger this time. I'm not going to really worry about legs being too small or too large. I just want to kind of capture the main body, right? Legs can be done any day, and while they're not easy, they're not the core objective of what I'm trying to practice and or learn here, right? And actually that line wasn't too off. Still, we looked at this rather than looking at our construction. You obey our construction, guys, come on. But yeah, so this turns away from us. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to do another kind of breakdown of it all. Bam, bam. The same color. Cool. Okay. And what I want to do over here is we decided our most central form is this one, which I agree upon. And so yeah, we have this. It goes around like so. And then we kind of have this divot over here, and it kind of gets straight. Look at that. Isn't that much easier? And so now you can describe it with this. But not only that, we actually want to kind of keep the degree small, but now we really want to disappear over here. That. And so in doing so, and I'm going to kind of redo that, because we have this shape going on right here, and then it kind of goes around. Oh, that's kind of first try. I actually kind of like that. I'm going to redo it though. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. Smaller degree right here, right? It's tempting to do a large degree, but we really want... And this is in the inside form. I don't really care what's happening over here yet, because we have another form happening, which is practically just a sphere. One more time. There we go. And this one's turning with a bit of a higher degree on it, right? Oh, look at that. This may need, yeah, it's a bit weirdly rotated. Like, I feel like that should go a bit like this, honestly. Like, there we go. Ah, but now it seems a bit lopsided. Lopsided. It should be a bit like that. Anyways, and then we have this little form over here, not a sausage form. We want to capture it going in here, right? Once again, kind of traveling up like this, and then we have this intersection right here. Or bring it lower, a bit more realistic. Yeah, so there's our three forms. So a lot like the first one. Okay, my mouse has been having... The Death Adders sometimes have an issue. Stuff gets trapped in the scroll wheel. I've used Death Adders for like 8 years. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, I don't know. There's not really a good way of disassembling them. This is the Death Adder Essential. I used to have the Elite, but I like the Essential more because it's cheaper. And I don't need DPI switches. I mean, come on. How often are you using DPI switches? It's so infrequently that you could just change it in the Razer Synapse, which also, I don't like the Razer Synapse, but that's a conversation for another time. But yeah, and also I feel like we could probably extend that out more this way. So let's just do a tiny bit more attention to this form. Albeit a bit anal, I think that's okay, right? So yeah, we're gonna go over here. And yeah, we want to be a bit round, but then we ultimately want to trail off like that. And we want that straight edge right there actually too, so under the form. Actually, I kind of like that. I like this non-circular front to it, and then we bend off over there, bend off right here. So, and then from here. See, I want to do that intuitively, but oh, yeah, this could curve it or down. Not a ton. I think that's fine. Maybe the whole thing could be rotated a bit more this way, and you bring this up. Oh yeah, look at that. That feels good. Anyways, yep. So, boom. Here's our guy. We don't want to focus on it too much. Let's just kind of capture the essence of what's going on. Let's go look at our friend over here now. No more cheating, even though it's not really cheating. Just, I'd rather, you know, let my brain do these connections and not obsess over everything. And so yeah, we also broke it down over here, but I'm gonna do it again because I felt like this was a bit lazy. Cool. And so yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna break up our friend. Sorry. Thanks. Okay. Is there like a shape tool? I feel like there is. Wait. That's kind of crazy. That's actually really cool. I like that. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna kind of. I feel like if I have lines that don't match, I might as well like overlap them, because I feel like that looks better, right? Hey, I right-clicked. Do I like subdividing? Yes. Does it make my OCD happy? Yes. Is it necessary? Probably not. Anyways, so yeah. We have our center of the page, then yeah, we only occupy about half of it. Or yeah, like this half minus this quarter, or quarter, that's a half. This quarter and this quarter, right? But if we kind of push it away and stop caring about that top leg, which I really want to do, we could probably make it, or at least we're going to move it up, and we can just shrink this leg or put it more off to the left. Because while it's a very important form, I want to fit more Beetle. I want more Beetle. Why do I sound like Alan there? I want more Beetle. Anyway, sorry, Alan is my favorite character from Smiling Friends. It's like my favorite aspect of when he plays jokes. Back when I used to watch it when he plays a lot. I want more Beetle. There you are. I still need to see the new season of Smiling Friends. Anyways, cool. So, yeah, we have our success over here. I kind of should have probably started my main timer, while doing this, but who really cares, right? Cool. So, yeah, we're gonna put the main form in the center of the page and try to take up nearly half of it, and then do the rest afterward. So, here's a little friend. Try our best, everybody. So yeah, what I like to do, just do some warm-up ellipses. Oh yeah, here we are. So yeah, this one I actually kind of liked, right? Anyways, yeah, actually I like this one a lot. We just messed up right here, which was so silly of me. But yeah, so what we're gonna have here is taking up almost like this big, like pretty large. Is we want to go around, then have this, and then this, like so. That was a bit rough, so we can be smoother about it. So yeah. Or what we could actually do, wait, yeah, let's just do this. Do our form. And not that exaggerated, right? It's gonna be more like this. But let's just subtract from the form. So yeah, we go across from what is right here. Actually, that's the shell too. Then yeah, we don't really... If we want to use the shell as an additive form, we can do a... This is very narrow. I mean, at the end of the day, we could just do... And then we have... Yeah, it really doesn't matter how we do that. Cool. I mean, it does, but, you know, it's not make or break, right? Cool. So we have our page down here. So yeah, we're starting the center with a decently large, maybe 45 degree to 50 degree, depending on how much we want to intersect right here, which preferably more, right? Getting more of an intersection brings them closer together and gives you more opportunity to find some pretty gnarly relationships. But yeah, we're gonna get about right there. And yeah, so center of the page for this upper part, so we want to be in the booty of the beetle more back there. We don't want too rotated, but something notably turned. I think that could have been a bit too narrow. We'll see. Now we have the main sphere. Note last time that our sphere was a bit too small. A bit too small for our liking. And I'm going to push it a bit more this direction. Because I want more room for this. And I don't want it just completely hanging off, right? And so, I mean, it's going to intersect less, which kind of... Actually, yeah, so we want a greater intersection. So we'll just have to figure something out. Or at least we can make the added forms intersect more, so I don't know. Let's see, it kind of goes like this direction a bit and then curls down, so yeah, that's nasty. Cool. Yeah, we'll have our sphere. Solid. Okay. And then we'll have our little head. This one's very important to get correct. We've kind of like in the past just ignored it or like not cared too much about it, and that's left us with some regret. So, yeah, it's important to make sure that we emphasize that, hey, I just want to curl this, and then that's going to go back here. Don't not overthink it. We're just going to leave a little bit. A bit more to the left than I was wanting, but I think that gives us some fun opportunities to work with the head. So let's do our contours. This is one of the most important steps. We want to define, I think I'm going to start over here first. And I like drawing through the form, but we'll see if I actually want to do that. And I kind of want to do right here too, because we have this curve going up it. And we can actually just define the intersection here. Now, remember, they're supposed to be the same size, so we want to kind of embrace that, and this can actually travel over the form a bit, and the intersection will actually be in here because it's the same size. So we're going to kind of go... the head should have been more flat. I think that's okay for now. And then, yeah, we want to emphasize it's traveling over here a bit, so... I feel like it should have been down here more, but we can work with it, right? We have this, we're gonna have this form kind of going over here, traveling down, traveling what is practically back up. Actually, no, it's still a downwards curve. Don't let perspective confuse us. Traveling into there, and then we'll have this. Cool. And then, yeah, of course, the head. We can still see a side of it. Bit off, but, you know, let's not let the fear of mistakes throw us off. Cool. So let's start doing our additive forms. Last time I picked to do this one, which I think I'm going to stick with once again. Yeah, I kind of want to do this head, but I feel like establishing this one and then going for this one, which I guess we'll subduct under this one. We'll send it back, go around the form. It's a bit weird because this one is sitting over here, and we did make it a completely separate form. What we could do is actually intersect it a bit and establish that relationship. I'm okay with. Like this. It is definitely at a weird angle though, because like if we do this, then it's getting really narrow and that won't look correct. So we're gonna just kind of leave it as it is right now. Actually, yeah, let's establish that. Because we want like yeah, we're gonna see more of that side, actually, that makes sense. Actually, that kind of looks okay. It looks a bit strange, but I think it's acceptable just because this contour is a bit weird. But let's flow with it. Okay. Cool. And so yeah, we want this to be a flat region. We want it to feel flat. So the form we're going to add here needs to stick above this region that's kind of touching each other at that very point, right? Because right now we have this crest, but now we want it to be kind of like this doing its jam. And I guess what we could do, actually no, it's a large enough form that we could worry about doing the bend. Otherwise we could just keep it simple with a other normal line. Anyways, so yeah, we have this straight line happening right here. And we want that to actually end up kind of over here. You're like, why, Cav? Well, because if it's right here, then when we bend back or we curve around the form, we're going to end up over here, which would mean this one would have to travel around. So, I mean, it's good either way. That's my thought process, right? But note how even in the drawing, it's a kind of a, here's the vertical, right? And it's still making an angle with the vertical is the point where it's going off to the side. So, you know, if it's off to the side, it's going to land in the middle, above the middle, hovering up here. If we do that, and it's going to kind of sell that feeling that it's connected. Meanwhile, if we did it right here, it would still feel like it's on top of this form. Now, that is something to consider though, because when we do this form, we definitely want to make it feel like it's tapering off into the distance. So we do want to kind of fight for as much room as we can over here. And it would make it feel like this one's actually being intersected properly if we kind of went through there. That is something to think about. Because what we're going to have is we're going to have the form. What I'm going to make do is follow this contour. Could do that too. That's good. Anyways, I'm going to follow this contour and kind of curl around, and then it's going to have this flat part that happens right here. Travels up. Does its dip. This little dance. Head over here, so I think here's a good point. It's going to curl. Remember yesterday we had, or a couple days ago, we have the form, what is dance over this. So I guess, yeah, we'll make it go over this form. I'm going to move it all forward. Meaning this does this. Help me remember that, guys. I said I wouldn't be that strong, but here I am. Gonna dance in front. Do this kind of slow. Move forward and then bend. Then quick send back. Up. We want this negative space right here, this little triangle that's happening. So that's our triangle. We need this to be pretty narrow. So send up. Up. And then we'll have this like little thing happening over here. I'm gonna extend a bit more over here than I'd like, but right. We'll see if that breaks the rules. We'll have a, you know, we may have a comment on our critique saying, hey, don't depend on additive forms to correct construction mistakes, right? Anyways, say we have a straighter part, the bend, and then the notably narrower, right? Then we jump above, they're straight. And then kind of start curling onto the surface, like right here. Something like that. This. And then doing our out and out. It's going to be a bit more straight than that, right? And we're going to have our curl over. About right here. Then we're going to have a curl downwards. Oh, that was a bit thick. Whatever. Where we'll dance around the top. Like so. That's why it kind of gets larger over here as we're going from that to that. And let's see, let's make sure that we're making this flat enough, right? Because we don't want this form to like suddenly jut out, which is a mistake we've had in the past, where we've needed to move this form up, which I can already tell is happening right here. So that means we'll just need to keep this form like super on it. Yeah, look at that. Because right here, and then even though this one does have a noticeable kind of like jut out, it's still going to be super narrow, which isn't totally right. But we're going to try our best. So, here we go. Yeah, this narrow, large, curl up and in, noticeable curve. And then, oh, look at that. It's still, let's see, this curve, if we have a horizontal, yeah, we're still doing that. Okay, yeah, dancing around it. Got the right idea. Do a loop. Be interesting to, we kind of want to make it seem like it's going up, right? There's a plane in front of, on the top of this guy. Yeah, because look how steep that is in the actual reference. So we want that steepness of this line. So let's stop putting little random dots on the page and lock this one in. And then we're going to go do the twist and pull. Go over here, drop down. Great. Then do a curve from here. Okay, cool. So starting from our thing, right? We want to we want to land at this point. That's the goal. So we want to do this land. So straight, bend, narrow, straight, bend, narrow, straight, bend, narrow. Cool. And then from here, I want a outwards yet still angle with the vertical curve, right? Yeah, we have this inwards vertical. If we had the vertical right here, it'd be making a V shape like this, which is kind of contrary to what we've drawn so far, but I don't want to step back on the nice line that I drew down there. We have this. Yeah, we have this dot. Here's a vertical. We're gonna obey. Actually, let's start worrying about obeying our construction rather than being super specific. There we go. May not be the most accurate, but okay. And then we're obeying it, right? And then we're gonna go over here. I have this. This is part of the bend, I guess. I feel like that's a bit early, don't you think? Huh. Interesting. And then we have this part of the form over here. Cool. And then this round, rotund part over here. Cool. Don't like that little splotch right there, but it's okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to dance around the head one more time, like this. I don't like drawing this way, but I think... Cool. Nice! I really like it so far. This is nice. Okay. So yeah, now we are going to do either this form or this one. I kind of want to get to this one because this is the deal breaker and the money maker, you know, all that important stuff. And yeah, we've already kind of given this illusion that it's bending away, but we still haven't defined a solid connection between these forms, right? We haven't put that intersection curve, so we still have some room to mess around. And what I'm going to do here is we know the next form is going to have this narrow part. They're going to separate down here, and then we're going to have this straight going back. So that means the curve over here kind of solidifies everything. It means if we do this, go out here, it's basically a box. Maybe I should have done a box for this, guys. I need to break that fear. Boxes are tough and scary, but in terms of organic construction. And let's see, this is still forming a negative space triangle right here too, right? So like whatever we form right here, basically we go down and then needs to make an angle with the horizontal over here. What we can do actually here, and it's going to be a bit cluttered, but cool. I want to add one right there too, but we're gonna hold off for now. Come on. Cool. So yeah, this gives us this. So now we can kind of work with this. Yeah, this definitely, this very eccentric curve kind of lies. So we're not gonna really believe it. Which I know, obey your construction, but I really want to construct this form, which is going like this. We're gonna have this line right here. I'm not really worried about proportion at this point, even though, let's see, sphere here, sphere here. So yeah, we're basically a sphere of stuff over here, which I think we're gonna match perfectly. And let's see, yeah, we want this box to happen. Yeah, we want to meet kind of like right here. I go back out here. I'm saying we go about right here. Go over here with the box. This doesn't seem too grounded in constructive reality. Not a word, but I think that feels better at least. and then we're going down and out. Oh, we ought to be going out, right? Oh, no, in. We're going in. Perspective. Weird. Great. One thing I found that's very helpful is just, I think they're called plumb lines. Is like literally just dropping a line somewhere. Because like this looks like, oh, it's a straight line. In my head, at least I tell myself, or even sometimes it's going this way. But no, if you drop a horizontal line onto the page, you can see that there's an angle right here, right? With the vertical. And so constantly doing that at kind of all moments and getting these tiny triangles everywhere, kind of like determine, okay, this is going this direction. This is going down. This is going up. This one's going this way. Which is kind of how I'm forming the box right now, is I have, you know, this vertical line, this one that kind of exists, but I'm going to implement that into a curve, right? That's going to go out here into a kind of curve. And then we have this one just sitting this part of the box. This part of the box goes in, and then we're going out here. That's kind of how I'm thinking right now. And also it helps estimate, or not estimate, but like start putting together really complex lines, especially for additive forms, right? Because whenever you have an additive form, thinking about roundness on a page is really tough, at least for me as a beginner. I haven't built that intuition yet, but instead now thinking of it as like a really polygonal 3D thing, like a PS2 game. Oh, it's kind of easier. I'm not sure if this is completely valid, but it really does help me. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start with this curve right here. Actually, yeah, I'm kind of tempted to do that. Like go from right there. But we're not going to worry about that just yet. Let's see, we're going to go right here too. I don't want to combine forms. Because like, where do we go after this? We're going to go back here. I guess we don't connect the forms. Or what we could do is we can overlap. Like this. Do an overlap. Kind of like that. So it subducts it, and yet we can still create that kind of space. I just want to get this angle in here. So we'll go right there. What is this going to look like in perspective? It's going to look like something's jutting out a bit far. So let's go a bit more right here instead. I know for a fact he was going to be like, you should have probably done this with a box, and I agree. We want that curve right there, and then I don't want to do this all in one fell swoop, but we're going to go over here. And I don't like drawing this way because I can't see. I'd rather do it counterclockwise. I'm just not too confident in my ability to do that. Because this, we're going to have a sharp corner right there, and that gradual corner, so... we'll do it one line at a time. Or, to the best of our ability, one line at a time. Cool. There we go. That was way too high. Woo! Yikes, that should have been down here. Oh, that sucks. Whatever. Yeah, that really hurts. It upsets me deeply. Okay, and then we're gonna go in here like this. It should have been so much lower. Embarrassing. We did this line over. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's one of those that I just wanted one line. Yeah, almost there. Dude, was gonna start soon. No. Only if I could have future vision, right? Oh wait. Oh my god, I have not been sharing my... I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I've been doing it this whole time. And I wasn't sharing my screen. Cool. Great. Yeah, I just did this, which is upsetting me so deeply, guys. Well, that sucks. We're just gonna have to deal. Yeah, this should have been so much more narrow. Like this should have been like right here, practically. Oh, that kills me. That actually kills me. This is supposed to bend away from us and go like this. That sucks so bad, guys. Yeah, no. Dang it. Oh, that sucks. Whatever. That makes me so upset to... so many things right there just went horribly wrong. Anyways, we're gonna simplify the head into a form that kind of jolts out like this and then goes around the face. Let's make sure we compare it this time. We don't get too abstracted in our own zone. So, thank you. Yeah. The lesson learned there was always check other parts of the body for landmarks and relative positioning beyond just your own like locale, right? Checked it without. Yeah, the formal statement right there is compare positions of body part with external doesn't sound, but like external from the local group. Body parts external from the local group. That's the best way I can my anger into words right there. Anyways, yeah, now we have this face, which lands about right there, but lower. This one lands right there. This isn't really a valid thing anymore. Oof. Okay. That main line in the front, though, is kind of the most important one to me right now, though. It definitely travels. Actually, it's only a bit lower than this one. So we're looking about right here. And it goes in front of the face, and quite high. So yeah, what we're thinking is, I'm kind of imagining like this. Actually, like traveling on the side of the head. And then we're gonna meet over here. Actually, so what we can do is this. I like that a lot. Travel along the side of the head and then meet over here. Go around, as in like a very external contour of the head. Like this. Flat. And then return and go around the side of the head. So yeah, we're gonna go out here, around, out, so around, out, and go up here. This one lands at this mark. We're going around. We're going pretty straight, right? Yikes, that does not look right. That should have been over here. We should have done that contour line before. I have an idea to save this. It's really dumb, but it may just work. Is it going over its eye right there? It is. That's very interesting. It hurts my heart, guys. It hurts my heart. Give this little notch and then... Cool. Ugh. Okay. We'll do a contour line like this as well. So we'll go this up and around and then... Cool. And then we'll do one over here too, which is going to be straight. And then a slant. Yeah, that definitely should have been whatever. We learned. That's the point. So now let's do our legs. Most of them are connected to the cephalothorax/thorax. If you want to connect, so there's a disconnected part of the head. So we have what I'm going to assume is a sphere in here. Yeah, that's practically in the center here. So, and the legs aren't too thick. They're about the size of the eye, a little bit less. So I'm gonna have the sausage form go out to here. Make sure we're creating the triangle that we see here in the negative space. Okay, we're gonna go like this. Cool. And then from there, we have this plated one. So we'll add the plate after, and we're gonna keep the leg a bit skinny. I'm definitely seeing this kind of form. I'm gonna end it right here, right before that. And we're creating this triangle negative space. So we're going to go like this. And we're going to overlap a lot of this form. So we're going ultimately like that. So. And then we have this very weird segmented part of the arm, which I'm just going to do like this. It lands a little bit in near almost past the eye. So it goes like this. And then it ends. So we'll do the same. And let's see, that space was a lot more open than I intended. Cool. And then we have our little pincers from it, which we can do. Actually, we'll... There's like a form over that, so I'm not too worried about it right now. And yeah, we have these, they're very confusing. We have this one, which I'm assuming is coming from an orb here, if you will, about right here. And then one more, which I'm assuming is coming from like back here. Probably should have shrank them in perspective, but whatever. This one's kind of going back into the distance, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the joint to just right here. So, then we have this one disappearing. Middle of it lands about right here. And the end of it lands about at this angle right here, so we're going to about that. And it definitely has this flow to it, this gesture. Yeah, we just disappear foreground or background, so... We have this part of the leg, which drops about right here, which is the end of this one. Definitely is going, making like this angle to it. Let's make sure we're checking things outside of our local group, and it definitely ends about right here at that corner. So we're doing pretty good in that regard. What we can do is we can add like another form in here, like this. Kind of give it that distant feeling. And then, yeah, it goes over here. Cool. And then we finally have this one, which we're gonna make go all the way down here, about right here in the middle of the thingy thing. This. Start from small and then get bigger, right? Oh, we forgot a joint. Whatever. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another joint going up to right here, creating this little elbow thing. And then we have this one kind of jutting out at us, getting really close and personal, going way past this, and becoming the size, of an eye, almost. And we can definitely use some contours to describe how it's getting closer to us right there. So yeah, this is all gonna be a form right here, and it skips just a bit past this, and we leave this kind of triangular negative space over here, just past this. Then it's going to about right here, let's say. Start small and then get a bit bigger. Cool. Then we're gonna have one more form. It's gonna be this and then this, or so two. This one continuing. It doesn't get this one lands still about right here, so it doesn't go too much higher. This one lands at that triangle at that corner, which should have been moved up a bit, so yikes. Anyway, so yeah, we have this. And then this one right here. Nice. They made those a bit bulkier because yeah, this one's larger than that when they should be practically the same size. Let's see, we only have one notable leg over here. We'll do a sausage form. We'll at least draw out the legs for that. So this one, keep it simple, right? And this one, we'll do our form. This one, oh shoot, so it would have a form going up here, and then it comes out here for a second and lands this singular form right here, which we're going to do because then we have this sausage form. So we'll do all of this. That lands just below the eye. We have this notable section right here. We're going to do this. I'm wishing I checked its size. Yeah, it's slightly smaller. Actually, it's about the same size as the eye, so we're okay in that regard. And then we can do like this. And we have what is going past this part of the little snout over here, kind of continuing this negative space that we kind of failed a bit. But it's okay, so we're going to go like this. And then over here. We have our little claws coming off of that. Yep, and then we have our big leg over here, which is actually quite big compared to that one, which is weird. And it's going quite high, but we're going to only just kind of reach the top of the page. It's going to be coming out of here, where we'll have a pretty major sausage form representing it. Yeah, it comes out of this corner up here, and we're gonna be going, I think, yeah, I like this curve that's happening over there, so we're gonna be cool. And then we're gonna have this sausage form making this curl, this first part of the curl. And this one up here. Just a bit offset, but it's okay. Cool. So let's start doing some form highlighting, intersections, and like redefining some parts, and then we'll call it that. Very upset with the bootay, but we learned, right? It's okay. Yeah. So, what we're gonna do here is I want to add, what is this form practically? So, yeah, what we're gonna do. A 3D form right there, and then we can add some of these to it. we're supposed to be drawing through our forms in that sense, right? But anyways, yeah, here. And we can reinforce the one that's in front. And from here we can do our little claw. Cool. That aligned a bit too well with that side, didn't it? Cool. Then what we're going to do here, we want to reinforce this, so we're going to do let's see, this went around like that. We'll reinforce that. Not too many times, just want to get that middle part kind of seen. There we go. And then get this curve. Go. Remember, we're only trying to highlight things that actually need to be. Which will sometimes kind of end up in a lot of things, but so there, I think it's fine, right? And then down here we want to put that one's in front. Gonna lighten up after that. Then what we're gonna do is start focusing on these legs with the little plates in front, where we'll go do a contour around plenty of these. But what we're gonna do, at least starting with this one, is I want to do I kind of did that intersection incorrectly, but it's whatever. And then over here we have these kind of nodes to it. So what we can do is we see the front of these actually. So we're going to do that segment. 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 What we can do here, and add a bit of a decorate that leg a little bit. Welcome back, Jay. We made a couple mistakes, but we're still surviving. Hope all is well on your end. Yeah, let's try to do the additive form we're going to do on there, the little plate that we want to add. We want it to there we go. Here we'll have messed up on that, but it's whatever. For contours, let's see, this is kind of moving in front of us, so what we're gonna do is not increase it a ton, but just enough for you to be like, oh, that degree is increasing. There we go. There are these also other forms here. I'm gonna take a quick break just to like note this one, which goes over here. It goes like this over the eye. Very cool form. We also have some other stuff happening underneath, but I'm not too worried about that right now. It's just a surface to me, right? It's not serving any major purpose yet. And yeah, so we have these. Don't overdo that too much. And then we have this, so we want to so. We have this over here. So we're gonna kind of do, actually, yeah, let's do this little intersection right here. Basically, the wider the degree that we have, the more that we show it's kind of pointing towards us. We've kind of failed in that regard, but it's okay. Cool. Let's add a spike coming out towards us. And add this ball in the center. That should go like this up. Oops. Oh. That's there now. Okay. This is actually having a couple of these. A bit hard to see because of the blurriness of the camera. They're only getting larger as you get up here. I think earlier we said we wanted to subtract from it or add from it. I think we had some discussion like that. Now we have this one where we have an additive form on top. It's going to kind of travel this and then very interesting little dude. I am tempted to add some stuff over here to describe that, but also at the same time, meh, right? I do want to like fix this line, but there's no healthy way of doing that. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. This face could use a more solid line. I think that's a very creative solution to that right there. Because it's true that we added a form there, like that form is valid, it goes around. There's some stuff happening underneath. What we could do, you kind of see it trailing along here, and then you're going to see it really match right there, so see some form of it trailing along here, and then you're going to see quite a bit of it right there. And if I was texturing this, which we could in the future, I would definitely add some contour shadow down there. And then right here, I feel like we're missing a lot. Yeah, because this one kind of covers that, which is unfortunate. It's a tough one. We should have really done a box, I think. So in the future, let's not be scared of boxes. Or at least like a torus of some sort. We see the top edge here, and then it goes out probably down there. And we're seeing the meetup right here. But also, it's such a weird shape. I'm glad we chose this one. It was quite a challenge. And you can remember me a couple streams ago saying this one appears easier, but we'll see what difficulties it offers us, right? I'm gonna kind of do... Oh. Yeah, not bad. I feel like that line definitely needs to be larger. This line needs to go that direction. But I think we experimented a lot here, and that's what I like. We really didn't let our fear of making things incorrect. I mean, we have some residual anger for sure. Yeah, 2 great lessons learned today, maybe 3, I think. And I say we cut it off early here, mainly because we're already an hour 30 and our streams are usually only an hour 20. So let's pull out my very poorly placed. Oh, maybe I should make everything out of cardboard and let's hot glue it all together. That'd be fun. Like, I've been wanting to make like a cool, fun pin case. That could be a really fun project, and I have like tons of cardboard. I may actually do that. Be a fun little project. Because I don't have access to like actual great tooling and machinery anymore, like CNC. The Laguna. Shout out Laguna CNC router. For wood, I can't remember what it's called specifically. I'm getting tired. Oh my gosh, it just kind of hit me. How tired I am. Oh my gosh. Apologies, everybody. Okay, so let's do a quick review. Not bad though. I think it's decent. We're definitely improving in our spatial reasoning, and that's a great feeling. Now, what is going to be even a better feeling is when I go to sleep tonight. Oh man, I'm actually thinking about sleep right now, and it seems amazing. Cool. So, today it was lesson 4. The Japanese beetle. Beetle. Oh, do a dash. I did that again. 148. So our first thing that I, off the top of my head, even though that wasn't the first thing we talked about issue-wise, was plum slash reference axes at all times. Basically, observe spatial relationships beyond the local group. Following that, basically what that means is just zoom out. Zoom out, lol. Cool. The next one is not all organic forms have to be spheres. I'm at a question mark next to this one because I'm not sure if we're allowed to use ones like highly complex ones. But yeah, hey, that's good to hear, Delano. Keeping it fresh every day. Warmup's always great. Okay, the next one. Oh my gosh, I just had it in my head and I forgot. I need sleep, guys. Jeez. Yikes. What did we learn today, Delano? I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not. I'm trying to think. I'm really happy with how these turned out. This one, Oh yeah, also, we'll write it down again. It's the spheroid that foreshortened gets larger degree than expected. So, foreshortened. This one's in all caps because I'm angry. Spheroids. Maybe there's another E in there, I don't know. It. What this means is instead of this, this. I'm going to bring it down. It's not the best example, but it's better, right? Wow, light audience, so well, more room for me, I guess. Yeah, expect that here. Welcome to the stream. We're just ending up too, so apologies if this is not the most entertaining thing in the world. And I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I feel like I'd mess it up in every term of the degree. It would be so disrespectful. Yoshiyayu. Yawa. I'm sorry if I butchered. I mean, I said under my breath, so like maybe people wouldn't notice that. But yeah, thank you for joining the stream. We're finishing up here, like I said. Review. We had a fun stream today. Learned a bit. And hey, what more could you want, right? Yeah, foreshortened spheroids get larger degrees. And look at that. That makes me mad. I'm not sure if it's entirely incorrect though, because we have it going all over here, so who knows. And in fact, what I'm going to do, and I know adding lines is always tricky, but we're going to go like this to kind of like sell that idea, and it makes it a bit more visible. I like it a bit more. You can just call me, okay, is it Josiah or like Josiah? Because I have a friend with Josiah. It's Hebrew. Okay, very interesting. Very, very cool. Man, I completely thought, I never thought it could even be Hebrew that completely spoke. I need to maybe immerse myself in that a tiny bit more. I apologize. Well, very nice meeting you. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully with a J. Okay, like a J sound. I feel like every time someone joins the stream, I butcher their name horribly. At least Delano, did I mess your name up when I first heard it? Hopefully not. Who knows? Yep, hopefully you have some interest in art or some interest in just like, you know, improving every day. That's kind of the goal here. I need to make like a channel thing where it just basically says, hey, want people to learn something a day, right? Oh, you don't mind it? Okay, awesome. Hey, if any constellation, I'm not going to say my name in real life, but people mess it up all the time too, so. I don't think so. Okay, so I got one person's name right. Let's go. Okay, yeah, I'm blanking on the rest of the corrections today. Great line work, very confident. We didn't mess up too much stuff, so I think that's a success there. Oh yeah, we did like halfway through. Half of the stream was just the wrong thing. Someone in the future, please feel free to warn me. And I'm very, very thankful that I made I draw larger. It's a very important one that I really like. Because it gave me so much more room to work with and think about stuff. Sure, I had some more errors, but those are all part of the learning process. So I'm very happy that we went out of our comfort zone right there and did that. Not the best in the world, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to hang pretty things. I'm gonna say it now. All I know is I know. How about, okay. Shoot. Okay, so guys, I want to set up a charity stream one day. I'm not sure when that's gonna happen. And it's gonna be probably like a month-long charity thing, because I know in one stream we're not gonna reach the goal. I've been thinking my main, and this is not gonna happen right now. And it's not gonna be an organization through me. I'm going to Mr. Mod. I'm not gonna host the donation link privately, right? I'm gonna make sure it goes to the actual foundation rather than here, and you could probably like put in a code, or it'll just be a referral link so it like ties back to the stream and I can get some API going. But basically I think either our first donation stream, our first charity stream, will be either to the Neuroblastoma, I believe it's the Neuroblastoma Foundation of America. Is it Neuroblastoma Foundation? Yeah, Children's Neuroblastoma Cancer Foundation. Neuroblastoma is a cancer that affects mostly younger children with neuroblasts not developing correctly, to my understanding, and becoming not malignant, quite the opposite. And then or ALS. That's one of the two. And I kind of want to like, what is it? Make bets that Dio or whoever's being a TA will comment on some things, and I'll bet a certain money amount. So like once the donation stream starts, I'll instantly like put that much money in there if I lose the bet. I don't know. I mean, I want to bet the same amount regardless, right? But I feel like it'd be fun. Anyways, no, the thing I was talking about before was, oh my gosh, I remember, because we already talked about it. It was when we first started our little construction. I can't remember it though. We already talked about it though. I know for sure we already talked about it. It was either the larger form thing or, oh no, it was, I remember everything now. Delano, oh my gosh. Yeah, so the thing we wanted to talk about at the beginning of the stream. Oh wait, no, this isn't the exact thing, but you helped me remember it. Don't be afraid of boxes. Don't be afraid of using boxes as organic forms. I'm still so upset like half the stream was cut off. That's my bad, guys. Yeah, so this isn't the exact thing, but Delano, you helped me out there. So yeah, here's our review of the day. Plum reference axes at all times. Observe spatial relationships beyond the local group. Not all organic forms are spheres and sausage forms. Foreshortened spheroids get larger degrees. I don't know why I was in all caps here. That's just kind of like how I write default. And then, of course, down here, don't be afraid to use boxes as organic forms. And that's the review of today. So, yeah, good stuff. And yeah, so I think we're going to be streaming literally every day. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I will have another night shift. Thankfully, not a double. And then Friday, next Friday will be my last day of work. But yeah, we're going to be streaming almost every day until I have to go to Italy. Not next Monday, but the Monday after that, except for Wednesday. So you guys can expect to see me tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. CST, barring any unusual circumstances. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Delano. And thank you, make sure, yeah, Josiah. Thank you, Josiah, for joining us tonight. Always appreciate the new stream stuff. And thank you to whoever liked the video. And oh my gosh, yeah, I completely forgot. Wait. Let's look at YouTube. Here, wait. Where is it? 99 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support of the channel, all the nice comments. I know I said it like a whole spiel at the beginning of the stream today, but it really, it's both a blessing and a curse because I don't want to focus on number go up and like the little green arrow that it gives you, but I do want to still at times appreciate the people who come into the stream. Not only that, but the people who do something that they love for an hour a day. It really means a lot. And I really hope these streams can help you guys do something that you love. That's really all we're out here for. Sure, subscribers and likes are nice, but at the end of the day, come on, let's do something that you love, right? Drink your water, eat your veggies, do some push-ups, cook something that you love, talk to somebody that you love, draw something that you love, all that good stuff. So, all the sappy stuff out of the way, thank you guys so much. And if we hit 100 subscribers and I'm not online tomorrow or something, thank you guys so much. It really means a lot. Anyways, okay, I'll stop repeating myself now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.